Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Caroline if you've never seen any of my videos before. In this video I'm painting one of my Christmas card designs. They're all available on my website if you'd like to have a look at them. I'll have it linked down below. I'll also link down my other social medias in case you'd like to have a general look at more of my work or to see a bit more of the behind the scenes. I thought I'd start off with talking about my Christmas cards in a bit more detail and the process behind them. So I've done 6 designs in total, 3 are frog themed and the other 3 are just general Christmas themed with a bit of sense of humour added to them. So with this card design specifically, the idea behind it was kind of Christmas reindeers and also how frogs would generally kind of stack on top of each other. So I thought it'd be fun to do some reindeer frogs and have the top one have a red nose to be a bit like Rudolph. So that's the idea behind this one. With my other 2 frog designs, one is a frog inside a Christmas stocking that's hanging on the fireplace, and then the other one that I've done a frog angel that's at the top of a Christmas tree. Then for my 3 generalised Christmas card designs, I've got one of a nutcracker looking a bit crazy, and at the top it says "to someone who's nuts and crackers." Then the second one is a chunky robin asleep in an armchair, and it says "Merry Snooze Fest," and it's inspired by all the family members that end up falling asleep at Christmas, whether that's grandparents or, in my case, it was quite often my dad. So that's what that's based on. And then the last design is a Christmas turkey, and I simply put "get stuffed" under it. So that one's a bit more of a rude, funny one, but so far that's been my favourite one. When I've gone to craft markets, it's been the most popular, and I can't lie, it was my most favourite one to paint as well. Probably because it was quite different to what I normally paint. I don't typically draw food, so it was really fun, and I do really like how it turned out. I feel like it turned out quite realistically, which I enjoy. Process wise, I drew them all out in my sketchbook, and then I photographed them all and cleaned them up a bit in Procreate on my iPad. I like to do this one as the lines, I print the digital drawings out afterwards, so the lines are darker and easier to see when I use my light box to transfer it to a nicer paper. But I also find using my iPad a lot easier for just editing proportions and other elements like that, because sometimes I like what the drawing looks like but the proportions may be off, so I do utilise my iPad to fix that. After it's all been transferred, I lighten the sketch with a kneadable eraser, and then I just start painting. So I use Winsor and Newton watercolour paints. I've used a few different brands over the years, but these are my favourite as they're very pigmented and they're also easy to layer. Then I also used a bit of gouache for this painting, which I mixed in with the watercolours, mainly just for doing the outlines and the text at the top. I also forgot to mention that the paper I use is Cassart smooth press paper. I find it's just really affordable for how many pieces of paper you get, and I just really like it, basically. I do want to apologise, it has been quite a bit since I've last uploaded to this YouTube channel. Unfortunately, art isn't my full-time job. I'd love it to be one day, but for now I do have a normal 9 to 5 alongside it. About 3 months ago I started a new 9 to 5 job, which is a lot more hours than my previous one, and it's also something I've never really done before, so there's a lot more to learn, and it's taken a bit longer to settle in because I find I'm constantly learning new things. But I do really enjoy it, but it has mean it's been a bit harder to find the time for content creation. I've managed to figure out balancing still doing my art and making sure I've got time to prep for like craft markets I've done and get commissions done. But because I've been focusing on getting them done and being ready for the events or making sure the commission is done for the person in a good amount of time, it's meant I've not had as much time to do the editing side of content creation. I have been filming some vlog clips and that here and there, which I am going to edit together to post as my last studio vlog for the year. But I do want to start fresh in the new year and post more frequently, as I have really enjoyed creating this channel. It's quite out my comfort zone, as in general I'm a bit of a quieter person, but I do enjoy pushing myself out there, and I kind of like the art of learning how to film and edit. Not that I'm necessarily do any fancy editing or anything like that, but I'd like to learn more, so I'm hoping to start fresh in the new year. I might do a few more kind of shorter vlogs like day in the lives, just with the way my work schedule goes, but I'll just see. And I'd also like to do a few different videos, come up with some ideas, whether that's doing some more challenges again, like I've done the 3-word random prompt challenge before in the past. So yeah, I'm excited for the new year, and I'm going to try and plan and get posting regularly again. In the meantime, I have been doing a bit of TikTok content creation, as it's just a bit quicker to film and edit, since it's typically like 30 seconds to a minute long. I've done a few TikTok challenges, mainly run by Kirsty Paints, who I'll have linked down below. They've been really fun with learning how to film in new ways and come up with new ideas, as well as repurpose the same artwork a few different times, and in general just to market myself a bit more. So I've really enjoyed doing that. I've also done a couple more craft markets and Christmas markets. I've done a few bigger ones that have cost a lot more, and I've enjoyed them quite a bit, and I have found, despite having to pay more, I have made more profit, so it does seem like it's worth it. Not that I still will do some smaller ones, but I'm trying to push myself to do bigger ones as well. I did my first outdoor one, which was interesting. It went well. I was a bit worried if things would get damaged or moved about if it's windy, but I think my setup's quite good at preventing damage to my products, so that's been good so far. But it was very cold, so I've learned to layer up. I've got the one Christmas market left for this year. That's actually on the Sunday after you will be seeing this video. It's in Liverpool, so if any of you happen to be in Liverpool and like to come see my work, feel free to come and say hi. I'm quite excited for that one because that's my first makers market one. That's also an outdoor one. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that, but yeah, so I'm quite excited for that one. And then I'm probably going to take a month or two break from markets and start up about in spring again when the weather's a bit nicer. And I've also done a few pet portrait commissions as well. In total I've done 3. They've all been dog ones. So the first one I've done was a small A5 one of a lovely dog called Daisy. Then I did another one of 3 different dogs together on A3, and that was a gift for someone. And then the last one I'm not really going to talk about much because that was also a gift for someone, but it's a Christmas gift, so I don't want to risk doing any spoilers. Not that I think they would find this video anyway, but I like to not share my commissions that are gifts until after I know the person has received them. So yeah, I've really enjoyed doing commissions this year. I've done way more than I did the previous year, and I just hope to keep growing. I feel like I'm improving with each commission I do, and I think for next year I'd love to do a bit more variety of different animals if possible. I've mainly just done dogs. I love painting dogs because they are one of my favourite animals, but I'd like to just branch out a bit. Even if I don't get commissioned them, I might just do some practice ones to help advertise that I can do other animals as well a bit more, but I have enjoyed drawing all the dogs as well, and there's just so many different breeds to paint, which I've enjoyed doing. I've not really drawn many of the same types, so that's been fun. And here you can see a glance at a recent craft market I've done, and you can also see my final cards, which I'm really happy with how they've turned out. And basically, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!